Radu here, CEO and founder at Sessions. Thanks a lot for joining this. Before starting, while filling this interactive form, some words about our sessions, about our session today. Today is going to be a company pitch, not a product presentation. A pitch that usually we do to institutional investors, but we decided that we want to do it to our community also. Today we'll pitch Sessions as an investment opportunity through the Seedblink platform, where the last part of this round is still available until the end of next week. So thank you all for joining. As usual, as in traditional cases of pitching, I will go straight to the subject, pitching you all our company. So at Sessions, we are making meetings great again. This is our mission. But before getting into details, some background, some foundation. Who are we? Some words about me. I'm Radu, the founder of Sessions. I'm an obsessed entrepreneur. I'm doing business since I was 14. I manage hundreds of people. I executed hundreds of millions in projects. And in 2020, I quit everything to solve the modern meeting and built the best team ever to join me in this mission. We are backed by top-tier VCs like Early Bird, Stride, and Launch Hub, and we are all aligned in building a multi-billion-dollar company. But to set the scene, as Mark Anderson predicted, the software devoured the world. And while doing this, it intoxicated us with complexity. We have more tech than ever, but less time and control. And though all aspects of our existence are impacted about this reality, we want to start with the meeting. We think that the modern meeting is a mess. Though we have a lot of tools in handling them, we are still losing billions of dollars out of meeting inefficiency. Companies like Spotify and companies all over the world start to look at meetings as a cost source. Everybody's searching for a better way to do them. But it's not that people don't like good meetings, but these days, good meetings are hard work. They require thoughtful planning and thorough execution. People, tools, content need to interact seamlessly in order to get the message done. But there is literally no unified service to streamline this process. No tool resolves the meeting as a whole. So this is what Session does. This is how we design Sessions to be a service that approaches meetings holistically. A service that enables us all to run great meetings that easy. What do we understand through that to great meetings? We understand meetings that are full of clarity and alignment, intentionality. They are energizing and forward moving. That easy means do them effortlessly in few minutes. How we will do this, how we are doing this, by perfectly blending technology, methodology, and AI. Technology as in all-encompassing tools and tech needed to get your meetings done, from video conferencing to transcribing to scheduling to AI to basically everything that you need to do your meetings. Methodology, meaning know-how in order to do your meetings, and artificial intelligence as a way to handle all this. Where are we? We still have to move forward. We still have to build, but we have a lot of things done. We are super advanced on our technology side. We are starting to move better and better on our methodology side, and we are starting to build on AI. Our plan is to solve the modern meeting hybrid, online and offline, from meaningful one-to-ones to marketing webinars with thousands of people. Sessions is not just a story. This is sessions. We are pitching our story through the product. The tech is already here, and most of you already know how this works. We have our powerful agenda, which is not just a way of sharing the screen. It's a way of building a seamless interactivity, a seamless interaction in which you can add content. We are right now in a presentation. Again, I'm not sharing the screen, but I can seamlessly move to a whiteboard in which we can directly interact with each other and co-create together without having to, let's move to another part, let's open another. Everything happens in the same context. Everything goes very smooth. But in the same way, we can work together in a Google Doc. Literally build, create, work together real time in the same time without moving between tools. Or why not do forms? So please be honest, describe sessions in a word. What do you think about what we are building in one single sentence or in one word? But these are integrations or interactivity capabilities. But in the same time, we have the transcript. Why to have something to jump into our sessions? We have the transcript here. With sessions, everything that you need, it's embedded in a single experience. We are just beginning. We are continuously building to improve the entire system. And soon we will launch our category because we think that nothing out there represents what we are doing. And we are building a unified meeting systems. We totally believe that 10 years from now, meeting systems will be as casual as email. Competitors, of course, there are a lot of tools out there. There are a lot of companies, but they are building tools. We are making meetings great again. This year, we will push a lot of new technology, but our focus this quarter is to stabilize the core service. Many of you saw a lot of improvements in our service lately. We will continue to do this quarter, but also we will improve our mobile and desktop experience and stabilize a lot of things. From next quarter, we will start to push very cool features like the evergreen webinars, and finally in the third quarter to start to deploy interesting capabilities for online and hybrid experience. Although we still have a lot of build, we are already in the market, and although we are building to moonshot, we are starting very targeted. Sessions already perfectly serves solopreneurs and SMBs in marketing, tech, and advisory who use more than 3 tools in their meeting workflow. Sessions is a solution that works great for them already. And we are counting in our go-to-market strategies in network effects, in community partnership in order to increase our user base. Our early adopters already love sessions. They love how we embedded everything into one solution, how we created mind space by unifying everything under a single service. And our numbers are starting to move. We are almost 45,000 registered users worldwide. We did a lot of experimentation in monetization last year, more than 2,000 million sales on AppSumo. We have more than 12,000 active users, and our power users are growing super fast. We started ARR only at the end of December. We just started our engines, but we are moving super interesting. Our objective being at the end of this year to be at around 5 million ARR. Numbers are starting to move very interesting. We are counting a lot of our strategy this year. I was saying communities at our core of our strategies, and our affiliate network and our affiliate partners will be our partners in reaching our objectives. We deployed a program in which until we reach 10 million in ARR, 40% of the signups or of the commission of the signups will be accorded to the affiliates for life. We already have more than 120 registered affiliates, 60 of them already promoting active sessions. Anybody who wants, you can join. This is a super interesting program for anybody who wants to join. Because we are talking about an investment here, we already raised 2.7 million in this round, a round of 3 million in total, with the objective, as I was saying, to reach 5 million in ARR at the end of this year and 100,000 users. With these funds, we are fine-tuning and accelerating monetization. We are accelerating user acquisition and fine-tune our growth funnel. Finally, at the end of this year, maximum the beginning of next year, we are targeting a Series A. And considering the dynamics, I think it's super feasible to be at a over 4x valuation versus where we are at this moment. As an exit strategy, we target an IPO, most probably IPO, but a strategic acquisition is also on the table in 5 to 7 years. As I was saying, we are in the Seedblink context here. Still until the end of next week, $300,000 are available on Seedblink. This campaign ends at the end of next year. So this was my pitch. Thank you so much. Join our revolution. Join as an investor, as a community member, as a customer, or as a reseller. We have many ways at Session in building together. Thank you so much. Next, somebody from Seedblink side will present the platform and how anybody could join sessions and as an investor. And after that, in the last part, we will move to an Q&A sessions where we will answer absolutely all your questions. Again, thank you so much for the time, and looking forward for your question in the Q&A.
Hello, can you confirm that you can hear me well?
Yes, 1 second. Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you, Radu. I'm Luiza and I'm community manager at Seedblink. And my purpose for this session would be a simple one. First of all, I'm very glad that we got the chance to have on our platform such an innovative business as Session is. And we are super curious to test the tool ourselves. So we are first on the list for the demo, Radu and Savian, who already approached us and told us that we can also have it for our community and for our community to further share it. What I would like to say and assure is that the process of investing through Seedblink is a very, how should I say, a very simple and streamlined one. All you have to do is, I'm not going to do a demo. Sorry if that was a part of the understanding, but I thought that it would be easier for me to explain and to further discuss with our colleagues from the operational team if any of you would like to be a bit guided throughout the process, even though it doesn't last long. The steps are super simple. So all you need to do is to sign up on our platform. There you will be asked to do a sort of a profile, and we will invite you to provide some data regarding your investment thesis, the type of verticals you are looking at. And then you will also go through a process of identity verification, where you'll need to provide some identity document that my colleagues from the operational department will check and will confirm that everything is okay and you can go further on in the process. After this process is validated by our operational team, all you have to do is go through our platform, look for the active investment opportunities that we have there, and particularly for this case, look for sessions. And from there, the process is super simple. The minimum ticket that we have available on the platform is 2,500 euros. But this is a minimum one, so you can. The sky is the limit. If you want to be even more involved, you can raise the ticket. And after this step, My colleagues from the operational department will come back with further details regarding the contracts. They will need some signature from you further on. And at the moment of the definition of the round, the payment will also need to be done by the investors. We have a product in place right now. It's called Seedblink Club. It's a 1-year membership subscription that allows you the possibility to lower a bit the minimum ticket, and the minimum there is €1,000. Sorry. And you also have access to some deals that we usually keep private, only because this is the preference of the founders looking for investment. So we also have such private deals that are not visible on the platform unless our investors have bigger portfolios. But through this club membership, the investors, first of all, are granted a lower ticket, and second of all, have access to these private deals. I would definitely encourage you to check our platform, seedblink.com, and try to do your profile. And for anything, any further assistance that you might need, I'm sure that Sessions team can put you in contact with us, and we will take you on the fast track and have our colleagues to help you really fast with the setup of the account. I think that should be all from my part. If you have questions, or I can also provide you our email address, where we are very responsive for any type of queries that you have. Yeah, we are super glad that Sessions is looking for investors.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was so helpful. Great.
Question time.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We also have Răzvan, our head of product. So if we have any kind of product question, Răzvan is here directly live from our offices. So yeah, looking forward for your questions. Let's see.
Yeah, if you haven't asked already, there's a Q&A button at the bottom right-hand side of the screen.
We have a question, a very good question from Imad. Imad, hi. Imad you are popular. You are a popular user customer at Sessions, important member of our community. Thank you so much for also being interested in being part of this. So Carla, can I please see again the question? Yeah, thank you so much for this. I think what's important, all these details are available when registering for the deal. Can we put again the link for our deal as an offer? 1 second. So this is Imad. Here is the link because there are some informations here that are and I don't know if they are confidential. I think they are confidential for now, but they are accessible by registering the deal. But nevertheless, I can explain you what are our expectations and what you could imagine at this moment. So let's imagine that you buy 10 shares at 2,500 euros. We are in a seed extension phase. Our plan is to go after a Series A. A Series A is the next it's the next financing that will help us accelerate even more into the market. So at the following moment, we already have a target to be at a 4x valuation versus this moment. So if, for example, you invested 205,000 euros, at that moment, my expectation as CEO for at that moment will be to be at least 4x versus what it is now. That's the plan for the next 12 to 14 months. Great. That's the next objective. But after that, there is the long-term plan. And that's where you have to imagine to be the return on investment part. Although you'll be able to, I think, and this is, we have to ask Luiza, I don't want to be wrong, but that's the exit moment. So what we are expecting is that in 5 to maximum 7 years to target at least a between 40 and 100x exit. These are the numbers. I'm saying this publicly. This is why I invested a lot of my money in this business, because I think we understand what are our problems at as operating this new hybrid reality. We basically, a lot of times I'm saying we are so pumped about this, we are so bullish about our project, is because we are solving problem for us. We are doing our pitches through sessions. We are doing our meetings. We are doing everything through sessions. So we believe so much in sessions that for me as a CEO, it's super easy to imagine that 10 years from now, tens of millions of people will be able to extract the same joy that I'm already extracting from sessions. So this is why I believe that if we continue this route, it's not something that only we can do. It's something that we are doing together, even with you, Imad. You're already playing a super important role for us. If we all together work towards that objective, I cannot imagine how we can miss to not do at least 40x return on our financial investments at this moment and have a great product to work with. That's the plan. That's the financial game. I don't think that dividends will be available in the next 5 to 7 years. So we are in this period. We are in the construction phase. But most probable, again, considering the plans, considering the vision, considering where we are heading, I think sessions not very far away on the road can be a profitable company to pay dividends. But I don't think this is the case for now. So yeah, really hope I answered the question. I would be honored to have you in our cap table with us through Seedblink. Great.
Right. Is this your first investment opportunity, or have you done a previous raise for sessions users?
It's the first directly for session users. I super believe in this approach. I think there is no greater judge than a user. No investor that doesn't understand the product or doesn't use the product cannot have that deep understanding of what's the potential of this. So I'm a firm believer in this. So although it's the first time, it will not be the last time. I think that we should have more of our customers as investors. Yeah, I think that's the best case scenario for the company.
Okay. After starting the subscription model in early January, can you please share some numbers related to tracking?
In general, this is something that for my colleagues here will be a big surprise. But I'm thinking very seriously about building a full transparent company. Most of you heard about the building in public concept. And I'm thinking about implementing something like this. But this is something that I'm still thinking about. But nevertheless, in March, we will announce our first data regarding monetization. What can I say is that even in my surprise, I'm surprised about where we are. Although I'm hyper ambitious, I could say at least we are. It's good. It's good. Numbers are starting to move. Yeah, we are super happy here. But again, in March we will announce the number. And by the way, as investors, this is super important. As investors, even through Seedblink, you will receive a monthly update with super specific data on how numbers are growing, what are the next plans, what are the tactics, how are we solving problems. This is something that we want to put a lot of, and we are already doing this. So yeah, this is important to mention.
What are Sessions' plans for 2024?
5 million in ARR and 100,000 as users. So 5 million in ARR, 100,000 users registered in the platform. These are the big objectives. Around this, we have tens of plans, tens of routes or mini routes to get there. The most important one is our community. Yeah, so this to make it simple, we have a complex product that resolves a spectrum of problems. Our objectives have to be simple: 5 million in ARR, 100,000 registered users.
Is this our last chance to invest in Sessions?
No. You will be able to invest in Sessions in our next round, in the next round when it will be public. So you will have a lot of chances to invest in Sessions, never at this price. So to give you I could say a comparison, is like you would have the chance to invest in Apple before the first Mac Apple it's launched in the market. So this is the opportunity. That's the moment. There will be a lot of chances to invest, but this is the cheapest one.
If you're planning on an exit in 5 to 7 years, will AppSumo lifetime deals be honored after that date?
All our deals will be honored always. This is something that we thought from day one. And this is why we are limiting. This is why, by the way, so how much time do we have to invest? Until Friday next week. This is Luiza's, not Luiza's choice, but Seedblink's policy, the platform through which we are doing this campaign.
Do you plan to incorporate live streaming features to the product for online engagement, or will this solely be a meeting software that's peer-to-peer?
The field of meeting engineering includes the reuse of content and the efficiency of communication in every way. Live streaming has to be one of the capabilities of a powerful meeting system. So we will have live streaming for sure in the product. And Razvan, I think, can give us a glimpse.
Yeah, it's going to be available in Q2. That's the plan. And with the new recording system that we've deployed, we've kind of have the system in place. So we are kind of able to transmit HLS. So it's a kind of a way to already preparing the streaming part. So Q2 is going to be available with the possibility to stream it on social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and so on. So we've already done an improvement with the recording quality, and as well we are kind of preparing next for scalability on adding new features like streaming on social media networks.
Thanks so much, Razvan.
Right. Please tell us more about the referral and affiliate programs. Guess I'll take this one. So if you go to our website, look for a little heading called Partner with Us, and there you will see the two sides of our program. One side is quick and easy, share a link with your friends, and you can earn up to $1,000 per referral. And then if you are a professional content creator, you can create content and become an official affiliate for us. And then you get 40% for life, or for as long as the person you referred remains active. Oh, and yeah, I see one of my colleagues brought the deal onto the screen. So just click on I'm interested and you'll get more info. Right.
Thanks so much, Carla. We have, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Did you want to add something?
No, it's okay. This question is good also.
Okay. Luiza, can people outside Europe invest via Seedblink?
Yes, they can. I expect the identity verification process to differ a bit, but it's just because there are different legislations, but nothing to worry about. So short answer is yes.
Thank you so much, Luiza. We have a very good question from, I think I'm pronouncing Sinisa. I don't think I'm pronouncing it good. I would like to invest a bigger amount, but I would like to know what are the biggest three problems you are facing right now. I think it's not a problem because we are putting a lot of time and resources in it. It's fine-tuning the product experience. We are continuously, for example, we have, I think, thousands of people that are ready to adopt sessions tomorrow if we add some improvements to our mobile experience. This is a single example. This is the biggest challenge at this point, but it's not a challenge again. We are on it. I think our track record shows the fact that we improved a lot the service in the last months. This is our biggest challenge at this moment. The next one, it's about the market, I think, but this is something sessions seems to be, and this is something that we designed from day one to be a product that it's very well articulated for the US market. I mean we have super good feedback from the US market, and we focused mainly on Europe and Western Europe, and we had more an European approach. But nevertheless, in this direction, from next week, I will be in Palo Alto, and I'm staying there until September. We will build a US operation. The biggest problem, we would need some extra 200 programmers, really. If we can find a way to deploy very rapidly 200 programmers and some 5 brilliant UX designers, we are recorded. This is promised. In 3 months, we conquer the world. So yeah, thank you. So I did this. I think with these 200 programmers, 5 great designers, it's closed.
So Rad, what I can add as well, it can be like right now one of the challenges it's on the support side, different and regarding the workloads and that we have at this moment. So something that we are hands-on.
This is a very good point, and actually I'm feeling kind of bad that I miss it. I think that there is no great product experience without great product support. If it's super important for us, and this is a priority these days. We are actively hiring. It's super important for us to improve our support speed time. But this is something that, again, this is part of our DNA. We had a lot of momentum lately. We are keeping up. So great addition as well.
Will there be a way to give permission to a person to have control over a computer remotely?
Yeah, that's a good question, Jason. So yeah, it's something that we are investigating. So we've just launched our desktop application, and with the new desktop application, we would be able to develop the remote control. So basically, with the desktop application, you'll have this option. So yeah, something that we are researching. Can't give an exact timeline right now, but for sure it's going to be available.
Okay. Zoom and Microsoft Teams have a strong foothold in the meeting space. How do you see yourself taking some of their market share and growing hopefully above them, especially as they have funding available to develop sessions as features?
I love this. This is my favorite question, actually. Although they seem to be in the meeting space, they are not in the meeting space. They are in the team collaboration space, in the video conferencing space, in the team chat space. They are not in the meeting space. I mean, I'm almost certain that nobody at Zoom thinks at meetings from a process perspective. If they would think at meetings from a process perspective in 2024, Zoom would never call their employees back to the office. Never. If somebody at Zoom in 2024 was thinking actively as how we, the knowledge worker, want to operate in 2024, they would not recall their employees to the office. This is madness. Although Microsoft is moving, they move pretty good. I'm impressed. I don't know how they manage it, but I'm impressed with Microsoft. Again, they're a corporation. Their purpose is to they don't care about meetings. They don't care about they care to push as much products in the market, to do as much business as possible in their way. I think we are building something different. Again, we are building something that we hope to help us all, starting from team sessions, to be better at meetings. So yeah, Zoom, they are dying. They don't know, but this is a prediction. Microsoft Teams, it's a good company. They are starting to move, but I think that thesis is not correct. And a very important point, there are around 1 billion knowledge workers, 800 million people in video conferencing, 300 million people are doing video conferences, are organizing. The market is huge. Zoom is playing bad. Google is lagging. There is a lot of play. Huge.
So Radu, what I can add here, and as well, I think it's one of the important aspects. And yeah, as guys said, it's indeed they have the funds in the back, but they have a lot of legacy as well. That's one thing that sometimes it's hard to overcome. And one important part, being a startup, it offers you some advantages. So being like for 3 years in the market when we've started with a conceptual framework. We've got something in mind. So creating a collaboration platform. So the framework and the concept behind session, it's more than that. So you've got one core entity that can take multiple forms. So for us building sessions, the platform, the core thing is the session. I mean, you've all seen, you can have an offline session if you want. You can have multiple ways to create that session. And at the end as well, you can extract information from the session. So this concept and being a startup allows us to be more dynamic. So we can better adapt to the market and we can faster adapt to the market. I mean, okay, we don't have the funds of Zoom and Microsoft, but we've kind of have a strong framework in the back and the scalability and dynamic that of a startup.
Super good addition, Razvan. Thank you so much. There is a new VC who's joining the round. It's called Isometric Ventures. They are a Luxembourg-based fund, a startup of funds. They are just starting their fund. The VC market is very bad. This is the reality. But it's bad because it was highly inflated we all know the reality. But I think things will start to recover. But these are times for companies built with good foundations and with good thesis. But yeah, we have another fund. Of course, because we are closing right now the round, many others are interested. This is always the game in venture capital. When you are close to close, everybody wants to play. But yeah, other than this, George, the market it's rough.
Will call-in phone options be available for participants joining a meeting or event?
This is mandatory. I want Razvan to answer this, but this is I want to be very, very straightforward. This is mandatory, and we have to do it fast. Again, we should imagine that conceptually, or technically, our perspective is as following. Sessions will be successful when a professional will be able to do any kind of meeting use case without moving to another tool. You cannot do this. You cannot have a session without having this. I think it's a handicap for session at this moment, and we have to solve it fast.
So to add on, it's in our backlog, but for the moment the priority is low. We are kind of more focusing right now at tool conference, so improving the quality, solving the cross-region scalability. So yeah, it's something that's going to be available in the future, I think, as well around Q2. But yeah, before that, we are working on the main core system for the conference, planning to do as well a complete redesign on the views. But joining by a phone into a conference, it's on our roadmap. And as well, I've seen as well, for example, the captation. So kind of those are our next two top prio features for the conference.
Okay, question from my friend Janet. Are we looking to allow users to integrate multiple Microsoft calendars so that Sessions calendar can account for folks with different brand calendars? Right now, it only accounts for one MS calendar.
Jen, that's already available. So if you go to your calendar, click on the calendar connections, you have the possibility to add multiple Microsoft calendars. So you can have multiple. Already, we support that, so you can have multiple providers.
Maybe we can send the link for
Janet.
I think it's better. Yeah, exactly.
We can. Another one from Janet is, with so many AppSumo users, how soon can we see the ability to integrate with AppSumo's target?
In the second week of March, I'll be in Austin. One of my priorities there is to go at AppSumo, and I will personally not leave their building until we have a deal to integrate with all their tools. This is super simple.
We should we should integrate with all the originals, kind of. Yeah.
Exactly. It's super simple. We know, we see it. We I don't know why we don't have it yet. So yeah, that's the plan. It's happening. I'll be there. They don't know. Most probably they will not see the recording, but this is going to happen.
First of all, it is obvious that all of you are wonderful people.
Thank
Great.
you so much. Thank you so much.
You. I'm tempted to lean in and invest. Can Luiza touch more on how someone from the US can invest? What are the hoops?
Well, I would say that the process is similar. As for the case with people from outside the Europe, the answer is the same. So some steps in the verification process might differ. But here we have a fast forward path that our colleagues will walk you through. But the account making process is the same. You still need to define a bit your investment profile. The minimum ticket, it's also applicable. So nothing else changes apart some steps in the profile validation. Thank you.
Right. Janet says we can add multiple MS calendars, but it does not account for my 2 brand calendars. I tried with Carla during a demo, did not pull both calendar times. Maybe we need your help, Razvan.
Yeah, I'll jump. Let's do a demo with Carla and I'll jump in. Let's fix the calendar configuration.
Cool. Last
Great.
one. Huh?
I said great.
Oh.
Anybody can sign up for referrals and affiliates. Literally anybody.
Yeah. So I guess the affiliate side is more B2B, and the other one is share with your friends. Yeah.
Great.
Those are all the questions, unless there's something in the chat. Don't think so.
Great. It was an absolutely amazing session. Thank you. What?
There's one last question.
Oh,
Another product question, sorry. What is the biggest audience size you have had in an event or a meeting?
So 500. That was the live audience, and I've been into that webinar. We've got another 2 where I've actually been involved directly with at least 300 each. So those have been.
I think Trencadis had one of over 600 at some point. But this is also something that we are improving.
Yeah, with the conference system, with the new conference system, we can go up to 100K. So that's the maximum number of join. So still doing the front end, back end side improvements, and then we should be able to scale. And not streaming, actually joining in to the conference.
Sina, you discovered us very early. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Literally, we are just beginning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any plans to keep that?
Well, here we'll see. Depends on the use case. But usually it's hard to have like a full meeting of 24-hour. But as I said,
there are use cases also. No, I understand the question. I understand also we have a concept of they will be called session jams. We have a lot of crazy ideas, but we have to be organized. This is how we will beat Zoom and Microsoft by great prioritization. Janet, thank you so much. Thank you all. It was an absolute pleasure. We will do 1 per month community town hall. This is a ritual already. If you will be our investors, you will receive on a monthly basis reports with data on what we are doing here. But again, we are striving for, I'm thinking seriously to be a building in public company. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything. We are here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Luiza, for helping us.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everyone.
Thank
Bye,
you. Thank you,
everyone.
Janet.